citizen input, any agenda item only, any citizen input? There are none, go ahead.
Item number 4. A motion is needed to approve and dispense with reading of the minutes of the Commissioners' public meeting held on August 11, 2015.
I'll make the motion. Anybody second?
Yeah, second.
Okay, second. Everybody in favor say aye. Aye, motion carries.
Aye.
A motion is needed to pay all county and liquid fuels payrolls as submitted by the Human Resources Office for payroll number 17 in the amount of $652,928.69 and payroll number 18 in the amount of $653,925.43.
So move.
Second.
On the question, all those in favor say aye. Aye, motion carries.
Aye.
A motion is needed to pay all county and liquid fuels bills as submitted by the county controller in the amount of $3,790,912.64 from August 8th to August 28th, 2015.
Motion
So
made.
moved.
Second on the question, all those in favor say aye. Aye, motion carries.
Aye.
Following our announcements, a public hearing will be held on Thursday, September 3rd from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Northumberland County Administration Center regarding the former Knight Celotex site. And the next regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners will be held on Tuesday, October 6th.
So moved.
Second.
Oh, that's-
It's announcements. Okay, right now we're going to recognize the controller for the request for proposals for HVAC subcontractors for weatherization that were open on Monday, August the 24th, 2015 at 10:30 a.m. in the Administration Center.
What is this for?
Weatherization.
Weatherization.
We received 2 proposals for heating, ventilation, and air conditioning subcontractors for weatherization. One from LTS Plumbing in Pax Sinus, PA, and another from Mako Mechanical LLC in Mifflinville, PA.
Is that? You
Yeah,
don't
just
want to
two.
disclose the amount?
There's numerous different charges. I can go through them real quick. LTS was $65 an hour for a technician, $37.50 an hour for labor, $129 for a standard cleaning, 58 cents per mile over 20 miles for a fuel surcharge. And Mako Mechanical was $69 an hour for technician, $45 an hour for labor, and $145 for a standard cleaning, no fuel service.
So LTS is the cheapest. I mean, that's what it is.
We have to.
Yeah, these were the 2 that are submitted, and we're hiring 2 because we
Oh,
needed
you
that
hired
coverage
2.
for, yeah,
Right,
because
yeah, I
part of the
believe
issue in the
state-
past
the
was
state
backup
recommends we
service.
have-
Just in case somebody's not there.
Or if we get busy in
Okay.
crisis.
Okay,
Okay?
next.
Number 9, a motion is needed to award the request for proposals for HVAC to LTS Plumbing and Heating Incorporated and Menko Mechanical for furnace cleaning and repairs for LIHEAP Crisis, LIHEAP Standard, and DOE funding as recommended by the Weatherization Department.
So move.
Second.
On the question, all those in favor say aye. Aye, motion carries.
Aye.
A motion is needed authorizing the Commissioners to sign the proposal from Apex in the amount of $16,900 to provide public relations assistance with regard to the public meeting that is being held on Thursday, September 3rd, for the property located at 1400 Susquehanna Avenue, Sunbury, PA, and this is a ratification.
So moved.
Second. On the question, all those in favor say aye. Aye, motion
Aye.
carries.
One nay, I
One
wasn't
nay.
consulted for it, so I guess it's a ratification you guys must have approved on your own.
Okay, next.
Number 11, a motion is needed authorizing the leasing of an FP Center Mail Max 120 machine for Northumberland County Human Services Departments at a cost of $320.28 per month for 63 months from CSP Office Equipment.
So move.
Second.
On the question, all those in favor say aye. Aye, motion carries.
Aye.
A motion is needed authorizing the leasing of the following: a Copy Star copier for the Tax Claims Office at $78.53 per month for 60 months, and a copier for the District Attorney's Office from CSP at a cost of $122.86 per month for 60 months.
So move.
So moved.
Second. On the question, all those in favor say aye. Aye, motion carries.
Aye.
A motion is needed authorizing permission to advertise an ordinance adopting an employment incentive tax reimbursement program as submitted by the county solicitor.
So moved.
So moved.
Second. Second. Any question? All those in favor say aye. Aye, motion.
Aye.
One abstention. I first found out about this about an hour before the meeting, talking to the solicitor when I asked him about it, and I haven't seen any of the documentation yet, so.
Okay.
I thought we received this on the agenda since Friday. Well,
You know,
The agenda, it was on the draft agenda on Friday,
All right,
but
forget
no one
about
has
it,
given
Ray.
me any.
Let's move on.
It went on an agenda without ever discussing it, and, with me at least, so.
You know what that is, to bring
All
the
right.
business in the area.
Okay.
A motion is needed authorizing the commissioners to sign the monthly fiscal status report for LIHEAP Standard for the month of June 2015 as submitted by the Weatherization Department.
so moved.
Second.
On a question? All those in favor say aye. Aye, motion carried. I vote no on this project. Go ahead, 15.
A motion is needed to approve the list of hires no longer employed and new hires for Northumberland County as submitted by the Human Resources Department.
So moved.
Second. On the question? All those in favor say aye. Aye, motion
Aye.
carried.
A motion is needed to make payment to Northumberland County BHIDS employee Kimberly Bowman in the amount of $2,135 regarding her claim for tuition reimbursement.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, on the question? All those in favor say aye. Aye, motion carried.
Aye.
A motion is needed to approve the settlement agreement with Michael Boris in the amount of $270,000, Joe Jones in the amount of $225,000, and legal fees in the amount of $330,000 to Lepley, Engelman, and Yaw LLC.
I would just make an amendment to this one to add to that, subject to the execution by the plaintiffs and their counsel of a release that's been negotiated by the solicitor.
So moved.
Second.
Any question?
Yeah, I have a couple things to say. I think that, Mr. Clausy, you should be indemnifying the county for the full amount that we're paying out for this, as well as the legal fees that we've incurred. This is a lawsuit as a result of what you did, and frankly, you were also the person who pushed actually waiving our insurance coverage, which
I did not waive
taxpayers
the
paid.
insurance company. It was Kimberly Best.
You voted to waive. In fact, you made the motion back in 2010
That's
to
what
waive
was
the insurance
recommended by the
coverage.
solicitor.
Okay,
I
well,
was against that.
you were against it. You made the motion to do it.
A second, I work for the county, I don't work for myself. You know that's the rule.
Well, you also waived it with respect to yourself. So apparently there's some amount of liability that attaches to you individually, or at least it was thought that.
I work for the county, the jury, he gave, they award the money, and the taxpayer is gonna pay.
He works for the county. That's his code for letting you know that the taxpayers will pay for all of this.
Yeah.
That he will,
Okay.
the county will indemnify him, even though he waived our indemnification on the insurance to indemnify the county.
Explain it to Mr. Shuck, what's the rule is?
Oh, I understand exactly what happened. In fact, I'm not sure,
But you don't like
Ms.
the rule,
Wakeman, I
take
don't
it to
think you
court.
got it prior to the meeting. I emailed out some of the emails from back in 2010 with the insurance council, so people can see exactly the decision-making process. And, it was interesting, at one point, it's clear from those emails that some of the commissioners were not in favor of this. And I have to wonder if by the time it came to a vote, well, no, you weren't one of them. It was clear from the emails you were the one driving it. However, it's very interesting. I gotta believe that by the time in April, when no one cast a dissenting vote about it, even though it's clear from the emails that not everyone was in agreement with this initially, if that was because some of the other commissioners frankly wanted to get through a meeting without being lambasted and told that they were mentally deranged and having the press put that in there and having their reputations maligned. Maybe they wanted to get through a day pretending they were part of a normal county environment.
Okay,
So,
well, you're done.
yes, I am done now, but I think
Thank
people
you
need
very
to
much.
see this.
Thank you very much. Mr. Solicitor, can you explain to Mr. Shuck and the press the rule?
There's nothing that he can tell me that I don't already understand
Okay.
about this.
Okay,
So,
okay. 1 no and 2 yes, correct? Okay, let's move on.
yes.
Oh, we have to call for a vote.
Okay, roll
Have him
call.
explain the rule and how to
We want roll call?
vote on it.
Yeah, roll call, yeah. That way, we know Mr. Shuck, it was no. Go ahead.
Commissioner Shock,
No.
Commissioner Bridie?
Yes.
Chairman Clausy?
Yes, that was, the reason I'm voting yes, because the jury awarded the money to Borders and Jones to look at pornography. That's their business. So I would do all over again if they fired someone who looks at pornography.
Well, and actually, one of the things I emailed out to the press, you'll see the actual verdict slip and what they found. And what they found is that Mr. Clausy acted in an outrageous manner, and that was the reason why they awarded what they did.
Okay, next.
Number 18, a motion is needed to provide that all full-time employees are eligible to elect partial benefits, i.e. dental and/or vision, if they pay 10% of the cost to the county. In addition, all part-time employees are eligible to elect partial benefits, i.e. dental and/or vision, if they pay 100% of the cost to the county.
So moved.
Second. Okay, and the question, all those in favor say aye. Aye, motion
Aye.
carried.
A motion is needed to approve a change order for Motorola Solutions in the amount of $239,448 for the ongoing 911 radio project as submitted by the Department of Public Safety.
So moved.
Second. Any question?
Was there anything submitted to us on this? I'm not sure what this change order was for. Anybody from?
That was for the tower, I believe, right?
I don't think Motorola would be charging us for the towers. Those would just be the actual equipment.
There is equipment.
There's
Was anybody around
Anybody
for
aware
is public safety, anybody here? Nope. So anyway, I second the motion. On the question?
Okay, I'll abstain.
Probably in your
Oh, he
phone.
abstains? Okay, 2 yes, 1 abstain. Number 20.
A motion is needed to approve an addendum to the COT System Master Agreement dated July 7th, 2015, adjusting the fee payment schedule, and this is for the Pathonetary's office.
So moved.
Second.
Just, could you just explain a little bit what the adjustment was? I think we approved something a couple meetings ago with respect to that. Okay. Okay. The time frame schedule. Okay. Okay, thank you. There's been a motion and a second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion
Aye.
carried.
A motion is needed to accept the proposal from Alexander Building Construction Company for construction management services for the new Northumberland County Prison at a cost of $23,120 per month during the design and bidding phase and $46,190 per month during the construction phase.
So moved.
Second. Any question?
I would be against this one. We received bids in from 3 different entities, and we received one from CGL, who we've already worked with and who's done very good work for us. That was significantly less from this, and I think that they have equal or better capabilities than this company based off of the proposals they've submitted.
Okay,
Mr. Chairman, may I speak?
yes, please.
Okay, I reviewed all 3 contracts diligently, and the reason why I went with Alexander is, number one, CGL is the company that did the feasibility study, as Mr. Schock had suggested. However, in my opinion, if you're doing the feasibility study and telling us the amount, the size of the equipment that's necessary, and then overseeing that as well, there could be a conflict there, because they're going to be paid based on the time of construction and so on and so forth. The other company,
Right, excuse me, I call that double dipping.
well, I could concur to a point. It opens up the possibility for that to happen. The other firm, when you were to break down with the number of hours as well as the number of shifts that may be required, multiple shifts, in order to keep us from our burn rate of over $200,000 in housing housing inmates out of county and enriching our surrounding county and the state's coffers with our taxpayer dollars. That's why I went with Alexander, because they gave a flat fee and virtually said, regardless of how many shifts we need to work, they're going to be available.
And also they're gonna prevail architect and attorney for this matter.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, if you wanna call a roll call? Go ahead, call a roll call. And that's quick.
Commissioner Schock?
No.
Commissioner Bridie?
Yes.
Chairman Clausy?
Yes.
And also, for the record, if I could just add that I did bring in 2 of the 3, and I had numerous conversations with CGL as well. And Mr. Munzer and I know Mr. Clausy had met with Alexander as well, but, they were advertised, they were on our schedule, and, Mr. Shockey, I apologize, but I don't know why you didn't show up, but I was told
I
you
was
wouldn't be able to make
notified,
it.
well, Mr. Brady, of course, you're again being disingenuous. I was notified of the meeting the day of the meeting, and I was not in town on the day of the meeting. I did meet with Alexander later.
It was on the schedule since from Friday, so you were notified, always notified the day of the meeting. I get it.
Anna was here and I called the company after he spoke to you, so I was satisfied, okay? So let's move on. You know, whatever we bought, Mr. Shockey bought us again, so why we even go through the process? Okay, 2 yes, okay, and 1 no.
Item number 22, a motion is needed to ratify the signing of the proposal between Ralphville Township and Larson Design Group for construction inspection services for the Progress Road project as funded by Northumberland County in the amount of $20,730.
So moved.
Second, okay, and the question? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion
Aye.
carried. I have one question here. Who's gonna monitor this? Who's gonna monitor this? You're gonna leave us at the end next month.
I'll be able to help out.
Yeah.
Part of the inspections are.
What I was gonna ask you is, we need you 1 day a week. Then you think you could come once we pay you for that day a week? We have to function, the stuff you have going, we have to finish. Okay. I just wanna make sure you help us with that. We have a company that's gonna come in, it's gonna create a 200 job, and we gotta take care of this people.
And I believe this is the last time that we'll have to expend any money. I believe after this, we will be handing the Progress Road over to Ralphville Township.
Correct.
Is my understanding.
No, they're gonna take care of everything, yes. It was only.
So this is the final, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, it's always in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Yes.
Number 23, a motion is needed authorizing the chairman to sign a letter of support for the Anthracite Outdoor Adventure Area Authority to submit with their application for a Yamaha Outdoor Access Initiative grant.
So moved.
Second.
And a question? All those in favor say aye. Motion
Aye.
carried.
A motion is needed acknowledging receipt of the following report. It's a tax claims bureau report from June the 3rd to July 5th in the amount of $469,052.35.
So moved.
Second.
And a question? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion
Aye.
carried.
A motion is needed authorizing travel, requests, and attendance at the following workshop seminars as in accordance with the county's personal manual travel reimbursement policy listed as items 25A through C on your public meeting agenda.
So moved.
And a
Second.
On the question, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion
Aye.
carried.
Motion is needed to adopt the following honorary letters. Wedding anniversaries. Mr. and Mrs. T. Clayton Whitmer Sunbury, 65th wedding anniversary, and Mr. and Mrs. John Shervanek, Ellisburg, 60th wedding anniversary.
So moved.
Second.
On the question, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Aye.
Okay, solicitor report.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Motion to adopt Resolution R-95-15 as presented by the Solicitor. Amendment 1 to the sub-grantee agreement with Colt Marion Heights Joint Municipal Authority for the Pennsylvania Department of Community and Economic Development Fiscal Year 2012 Community Development Block Grant Program.
So moved.
Second.
And the question, all those in favor say aye. Motion
Aye.
carried.
Motion to adopt Resolution R-96-15 as presented by the Solicitor. Amendment 2 to the sub-grantee agreement with the Colt Marion Heights Joint Municipal Authority for the Pennsylvania Department of Community and Economic Development Fiscal Year 2013 Community Development Block Grant Program.
So moved.
Second.
And the question, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion
Motion to adopt Resolution R-97-15 as presented by the Solicitor. Resolution of the Board of Commissioners on behalf of the Planning Department authorizing the submission of an application to apply for the federal fiscal year 2015 Community Development Block Grant funding.
So moved.
Second.
And the question, all those in favor say aye. Motion carried.
Aye.
Motion to adopt Resolution 98-15 as presented by the Solicitor. Sub-grantee agreement between the Northumberland County Commissioners on behalf of the Borough of Marion Heights for the purpose of demolition of blighted structure utilizing fiscal year 2012 CDBG funding.
So moved.
Second.
And the question, all those in favor say aye. Motion
Aye.
carried.
Motion to adopt Resolution R99-15 as presented by the Solicitor, agreement between the Northumberland County Board of Commissioners on behalf of the Planning Department and CETA, Council of Governments, for professional and administrative services for the federal fiscal year 2014 Community Development Block Grant Program.
So moved.
Second.
On the question, all those in favor say aye. Motion
Aye.
Motion to adopt Resolution R100-15 as presented by the Solicitor, application to encumber liquid fuel tax funds for Northumberland County Bridge Number 56 located on T800 over the South Branch of Roaring Creek in Ralph Township.
So moved.
Second.
On the question, all those in favor say aye. Motion
Aye.
Motion to adopt Resolution R101-15 is presented by the Solicitor, resolution of the Northumberland County Board of Commissioners authorizing the county solicitor to take whatever steps are necessary for the closure and ultimate sale or donation of County Bridge Number 113.
So moved.
Second.
On the question, all those in favor say aye. Motion
Aye.
Motion to adopt Resolution R102-15 is presented by the Solicitor, annual service agreement between the Board of Commissioners on behalf of the Department of Public Safety and Motorola Solutions for maintenance services for all 911 systems.
So moved.
Second.
On the question, all those in favor say aye. Motion
Aye.
Motion to adopt Resolution R103-15 as presented by the Solicitor, Commissioner's budget amendments as listed.
So moved.
Second.
On the question, all those in favor say aye. Motion
Aye.
Motion to adopt Resolution R104-15 as presented by the Solicitor, amendments, agreements, revisions, grants, leases, and reports between the Northumberland County Commissioners on behalf of the Human, Senior, and Social Services and the following service providers as listed, numbers 1 through 27. The above agreements, amendments, revisions, grants, leases, and reports are not with county employees, nor does their organizational contract list county employees as principals in their corporation or on their board of directors.
So moved.
Second.
On the question, all those in favor say aye. Motion
Aye.
Anything under old business? Anything under new business? I have some. Oh,
I have one matter then.
okay, go ahead. You go first.
This is a motion to approve and authorize inter alia the county undertaking as follows. The incurring lease rental debt pursuant to the provisions of the Local Government Unit Debt Act as amended and supplemented the Debt Act to be evidenced by the county's issuance of its guarantee of that certain revenue obligation to be issued by Northumberland County Authority in a maximum principal amount of $8,400,000 for convenience note called the note. Proceeds from the note are to be used for the purchase and acquire certain real estate within the county of Northumberland for uses as county offices. Pursuant to this motion, the county shall hereinafter enact an ordinance pursuant to the Debt Act, whereby the county, upon the approval of the Pennsylvania Department of Community and Economic Development, will issue its guarantee concurrent with the authority's issue of the note. Proper officers of the county, the authority, the solicitor, financial advisor, bank, and note counsel to undertake all necessary steps to take necessary action related to the issuance of the note by the authority and the issuance of the county guarantee securing payment of the debt service thereupon. Now this first day of September. So this is a motion. Basically, this is the authority is going to be purchasing the Seipel buildings, and this is the county pledging its taxing authority for the authority to obtain the financing for that purchase.
So moved.
Second. On the question,
I'll be abstaining from it. Again, this was first mentioned to me, I think it was an hour and 15 minutes before this meeting, and I've yet to see any of the documentation surrounding it, so it doesn't seem quite like the way to
okay,
do business.
two yes, one no.
And this will save the taxpayers $3.2 million over the life of the existing lease by putting it in our name and paying him off early.
It's $200,000 a year, $220,000 a year,
You're 240.
240. Yeah. Okay.
Call for vote.
Okay, we're gonna call for the vote. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Schott?
Abstain.
Commissioner Bridie?
Yes.
Chairman Clausy?
Yes. Okay, now, under new business, I'd like to, Pat Mack's gonna leave us. I'd like to appoint Kathy Jeremiah to take the position as a director and recommended by Pat Mack because we need somebody to function. So I would like to make a motion to appoint Kathy Jeremiah as a director of the planning director.
I'll,
Commission.
Is that
I'll
motion to
second
take,
that motion.
and that motion's to take effect upon the resignation date of Mr.
Yeah,
Mack?
when Mr. Mack resigned, then she takes over. And the entry salary of 42,000 a year. Not what Mr. Mack can make, whatever the entry salary is. Okay? So, I make the motion. We need a second.
I'll second.
And a question.
Second.
Okay, again, I'll be abstaining from this as I have on some of at the last couple of meetings. I feel that we should, a new board will be taking shape in 2016, whatever form that takes, and I think we should be deferring to them who they're gonna have, as their leadership, in the county and the various departments, so.
I just want to make sure she's on your list, right?
Yeah, I had many conversations with Mr. Mack, and I want to thank him so much for his service to the county and the taxpayers. He's really going to be invaluable to us as a loss, but I asked him on numerous occasions who he would recommend, and he thought about it long and hard, and he wholeheartedly gave his recommendation for Kathy to take over, in that she even assisted him with learning a lot of the ins and outs, if you will, of the planning department. And I know that she was hired by Mr. Sakavage, I believe, in the courts for 2 different roles, and then was brought over to planning as needed when a vacancy arrived.
Let's
So
move,
I want to thank Kathy.
Let's move on, okay. Do roll call. I want to do roll call
Roll
on this
call?
one, yeah, for the
Okay.
future issue.
Okay. Commissioner Schott,
Abstain.
Commissioner Bridie,
Yes.
Chairman Clausy.
Yes. Okay, then I'd like to make another motion because Pat Mack is leaving and I don't want Kathy Jeremiah to direct the weatherization department because they're not being accused. She's working for me, so I'm going to appoint Dale Henry to be the watchdog for the weatherization department and make sure they go to work and making sure they report what they're doing all day long, because right now we don't have nobody reports and weatherization. Nobody reports to the office, to the commission officer. They sued us. They rule, they own whatever they want to do, they do. They don't want to report to nobody. So Dale Henry is gonna go and watch what these people do. I make appointments.
So this is a motion to make Dale Henry the supervisor of the weatherization
Yeah,
department?
supervise to the weatherization department.
I'll second that motion.
All is in favor,
I
say
just
aye.
actually have a question. Is that a created position that's been created by the salary board?
No, it wouldn't be a creative
It's
position.
not gonna make no money, it's just they're gonna report.
Again, we'll make it easy. I'll abstain, again, on the same
Okay,
basis.
Understand. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Schott,
Future reference.
Abstain.
Commissioner Bridie,
Yes.
Chairman Clausy.
Yes. Public input. Anybody else who has anything under new business? Public input, please. You're none, a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Have a good day.